This is 10 Candles. 10 Candles, for those of you that don't know, is a horror post-apocalyptic game. One of my favorites. If everyone would go around and introduce the characters for your 10 Candles. We'll start with Eric.
Name's Gus. Seen some shit. Came back from Nam. They don't take care of you soldiers when they come home, boy. Now I'm living outside back of the mall. I'm what you could call a bum. I like to hang out around the mall because the dumpster behind the Nathans will give some tasty treats from time to time. And that's me.
Alexis, if you want to go.
I guess. My name's Tess. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I guess I came back because this is the last place I saw my dad. I don't really want to be here. I just wish this would all end. Finally.
Joe, you're up.
Well, my name is Abraham, and I'm a retired postal worker, and I sometimes forget where I am, but I do remember that I was at this Mall of America with my family, and I don't know where they went. I'm a little lost and confused, but I do know this place, and I just love it so much. But I don't know where my family is.
Abraham, I don't know why, but I like you.
I wish I got chosen first.
Let's go to Rowan.
Hi, I'm Xavier. I work at the Pretzel Twister. Yeah, man. Life sucks because working at the mall, not fun. Who wants to do that? Not me. I hate this place. Food court sucks. Pretzels suck. People suck.
I like this guy.
Sucks.
I like this guy.
Let's just end it.
You got any extra pretzels?
You know I put them out back for you every day.
Thank you.
And lastly, let's go to Katrina.
My name is Rose. I was a police dispatcher before all this happened, and I ended up here trying to find my beloved cats who have ran away amidst the chaos.
Now, for those of you listening, if you've never heard of 10 Candles, it's a great game. It's designed for one-shots, and it is my favorite sort of vehicle for playing one-shots. It's a post-apocalyptic game, usually set in a real-world setting. Today we're playing in a small town in Minnesota. Now, there are no character sheets for 10 Candles, but we have certain character aspects, and that's what we're going to decide right now. We have a brief background of all our characters we just heard. Let's go ahead and figure out some aspects. So, Eric and Alexis are going to trade devices. If you message each other what vice you want the other one to have. And Rowan and Katrina will trade devices, and I will give Joe a vice. And we're not going to say these out loud. These will be a surprise for the game. Next, we'll do our virtues. We'll have Eric and Joe trade virtues. Alexis and Katrina will trade virtues, and I will give Rowan a virtue. Well, I'm going to explain the last part a little bit, because the last part's the one thing that most people get confused on. It's going to be your breaking point. This is going to be, you're going to tell someone else something that person has seen you do. Okay. So you're not telling someone else about themselves, you're telling them something that they have seen you do. So, like I said earlier, it could be, you have seen me kill someone. You have seen me hoard food. You have seen me take drugs. Something like that.
So this one we're writing our own and then telling another what we wrote.
Yes. So that's going to go, I'm going to do Eric and Katrina, Joe and Rowan, and Alexis, you are going to write one for yourself that the thing in the dark knows about you. The last thing you're going to decide, and this you decide for yourself, is you decide on your hope card what your hope to achieve in the game is. So what do you hope to achieve? Oh no. Also, shout out to Anthony who couldn't be here tonight. This is why we're recording this, but this will be great. The one more thing that I want everyone to write, and you will do this, I'm going to go ahead, if everyone wants to mute themselves for just a second, and I'm going to read the premise to our dear listeners out there, our friends of the Saving Throw Society. The last thing I want you each to write is a few sentences of your last words. What you would hope that somebody who found your body would know about you in this moment. As we get started and prepare for our game. Welcome to Saving Throw Society, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a great day or night, wherever you may be in the world. The world is dark. 2 weeks ago, the sun failed to rise. It wasn't sudden, just absent. One morning, light never came. Clocks ticked forward, but the sky remained black as pitch. Not even starlight breaking through the heavy canopy of cloud that swelled like bruises across the heavens. Scientists offered explanations at first: solar phenomena, ash clouds, something passing between Earth and the sun. But the explanations stopped when the broadcast did. Without light, civilization rotted fast. The government collapsed within days. No chain of command, no rescue plans. Phones went silent, grocery stores were looted in hours, and hospitals were overrun. The power grid sputtered out like candles in a storm, leaving only the occasional growl of a generator echoing through abandoned neighborhoods like a predator's purr. Oil and fuel became blood and gold. Out on the highways, gangs roam like feral animals, their headlights cutting through the smothering dark like knives. They take what they need, sometimes they take people. They leave behind burning vehicles, stripped homes, and hollowed out towns, and if they see your firelight, they come to you. But they're not the only ones who come. The dark speaks now, not in words at first, in feelings and flickers of memory. A song your mother used to hum, the clink of your father's coffee mug on the counter, the hush of your child breathing in the next room. Familiar, intimate, impossible. But then the voices begin, whispers in your ear when no one's near, a sister's laugh from the woods, your late husband calling your name from behind the bathroom door. The memories you never asked to relive now beg you to follow, and when you do, you don't come back. No one does. You are a handful of survivors who have found each other in the skeletal remains of a town somewhere in Minnesota. The maps don't matter anymore. It's a nowhere place now, half a main street, an old school filled with busted windows, a diner that still smells faintly of burnt coffee and despair. Something has drawn you here. Maybe it's the faint hum of a salvage generator that someone's managed to coax into life. Maybe it's the promise of warmth or safety. Maybe you just ran out of road. But you find yourself in a mall, not the Mall of America, like the Great Mall to the south in Minnesota, but something that tried to become it. Here, in this small pocket of flickering light, the darkness presses in thicker than ever. The voices are louder, hungrier, and something is out there. Something that isn't memory, but wears it. Something that wants you to believe. You have only the dim light of your candles. You have only each other, and time is running out. The world is dark. Our scene opens on another morning with no sunrise. you have found your way to this abandoned structure, this multi-floor pinnacle of capitalism that our country so loves, the mall. And you're in the food court, trying to survive. Backup generators barely running, and you all, strangers in this moment, have come together in the last few days in sort of an uneasy peace and truce to work together to survive, to find a way to safety. What do you do in this moment upon waking on this day?
Abraham stands up. He's the first one up. And part of his morning routine is what he used to do before shit hit the fan, which is walk the mall in his very comfortable New Balance sneakers. So Abraham stands up, stretches, looks around, everybody's still asleep, and he begins taking laps, starting on the top floor, walking all the way around, going down the stairs, going around the bottom, until other people rise and shine.
You walk through this space. Is there any sort of shop or store you'd be looking for, or you're just walking to walk?
Just walking to walk, but his favorite store was always the Sharper Image, so he's gonna take a peek in the window there.
A shattered glass window. This mall is not untouched. It has been gone through. Much of the useful things you might find here have already been taken. You hear a shuffling coming from inside the Sharper Image. Something is inside. Someone is inside. You are not alone. Do you go in?
Well, Abraham's been in the Sharper Image many times since being here, because as we all know, the Sharper Image has the most useful gear that would be used in the apocalypse. So clearly it's been raided, and so he knows it's empty, and that's extra confusing that he's hearing people in there, because there would be no reason to go in the Sharper Image. But it triggers a memory of him shopping at the Sharper Image with his wife Sheila, and in a slightly confused state of mind, he yells into the Sharper Image, Sheila, is that you?
I need you to roll 10d6. Remember, for those listening who don't know the rules of this game, he only needs 1 6 to succeed.
Alright, should I share all of the dice, or just the fact
Did you
that
get
I
any
got
6?
1 6?
You got 1 6. Did you get any 1s?
4 1s.
So we are going to pull 4 dice away, and the next roll will be made with 6d6. But you did succeed. What do you think happens on your success? In this game, we decide our successes.
I think the voice of Sheila calls back out to him.
Abraham? Is that you?
Sheila, my darling, what are you doing in the Sharper Image?
I was looking for you. You're always here.
Do they have the rock tumbler? You know how
Abraham,
much I love the rock tumbler.
They have the rock tumbler. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh my god, are they using... Oh god, I don't know any rocks. Are they...
Who knows rocks? Quick.
Do they have plagioclase feldspar?
Oh no, they're out of that one.
For someone
God
who doesn't
damn it,
know
Sheila!
rocks.
It's the only one I remember.
Quartz.
Is it igneous?
I think it's sedimentary.
Honey, grab that and bring it out. It's been so long since I've seen you. I didn't know you were alive.
Shout out 8th grader science.
Straight up.
No one makes a move to come out. Do you go in? Or do you call out to anyone else that was sleeping? You did just hear the voice of your wife.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, in this very realistic scenario, I think he would go into the sharper image. So he walks in.
You wander in it. There is a flickering light of a backup generator going, and the lights are not consistent. Your hair is standing up on the back of your neck, but you know you heard your wife. You turn a corner, and out of the... It's just a moment, lightning fast. You see a shutter movement, and you don't see anything anymore. But you know that's where her voice was coming from.
Honey, was that you? You're moving awfully quick. Do you have your New Balance on?
Oh, Abraham, it's so dark. I'm so cold.
Can I help you? Where are you at?
I'm in the back. I can't see anything. I don't have my cheaters on.
Well, honey, this is Shopper Image. You know that they have cheetahs here. Why didn't you just grab some?
I can't see, Abraham. I can't see.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, honey, I'll be there to help you. And then he walks wherever the voice is coming from.
Deeper into the store, further away from the rest of the group.
This is going great.
This will be the shortest game of 10 candles ever. I'm going to need another roll of 66 now.
Right.
We're down to 6.
Alright, let's give this a go. I got a 6. 1-1.
Down to 5d6. You do succeed. Describe your success.
I think this time he's walking back further in the store, and he notices that there is one box on the shelf, and it is the Sharper Image multi-tool. And this has, your typical multi-tool things. It's got a knife, it's got a can opener, it's got a screwdriver. But it's also got a bunch of other things. It's got it's got mosquito repellent for some reason. It has a fan. It's but it can fit in your pocket. You can use it to make a grilled cheese somehow. It's a fantastic device. But really, the most important thing is that it has a flashlight. And so he grabs that. The batteries are already installed because it's a high quality Sharper Image product, and he flashes the flashlight back to where Sheila's voice was coming from, and he sees her face.
We're going to go back to our group. We'll resume with Abraham in a little bit. Who's the next one to wake up on this? Not morning. Not day. Time doesn't pass correctly without the sun. It's hard to gauge night and day. The end of your rest. Who is the next to wake?
Well, Abraham might have been the first to wake. But that's hard to wake if you're asleep.
So, would you have noticed Abraham leaving then?
No, I was too busy raiding the trash cans for some snacks.
What do you think you found? Is we've now not had normal refrigeration or power in the last 2 weeks.
I know, I've been having to scavenge farther and farther. Nathan's has been picked dry. I'm down to Auntie Anne's. But I think if I dig hard enough, I can find some crumbs and some salt down at the bottom of the trash can.
Not the salt.
Keeps it going. That's why I'm so preserved.
It's got all that finger oil in it, you know? Nothing quite like it.
I think this is going to be this game's version of a Constitution save. Roll 5d6.
I used to have 5 more of these things. I don't know where I left them. Hot dog, I got a 6. And no ones.
And no ones.
No ones.
Describe your success.
I found a whole pretzel.
Is it
don't
the
know.
cinnamon sugar kind?
No, it's the one with a hot dog in it. That's why I said hot dog. I found a pretzel.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
The salt kept it fresh. Like me.
You all awake to the shouting of Gus saying, "Hot dog!"
Hot dog!
Would you keep it down, Gus?
You keep it down. I eat a pretzel.
How did I end up in this group?
Gotta see if I can find any mustard in the bottom of this thing. Hold on.
You all notice that Abraham is not there. Now, you're not close with any of each other. They say the closest relationship would probably be Xavier and Gus, because Xavier's been feeding Gus snacks for a while.
I
But
think
no
you ate this
one-
pretzel for me.
No one really knows each other, but you do notice that your native septarian is gone.
Well, Tess sits up and she looks around and she seems really bothered. And she's, God, how did I end up in this group? She takes a hit of her vape. And then she looks around some more and she says, "Where'd that old man go? Anybody seen him?"
He's probably out rummaging out back for some pretzels.
No, the other old man.
Oh, the other old man.
I'll mosey up to where he was sleeping. And... Well, there's a sharper image catalog here. It's got a bunch of shit circled in it. Is there a sharper image in this mall? They don't usually let me in.
There is a Trevor image in this mall.
He's got a bunch of shit circled in this catalog. Maybe you want to go find some.
He did mention that he really enjoyed that store, so he's probably there.
I hear they got a multi-tool that can make you a grilled cheese.
That's something I'm interested in.
Tess hits her vape again, and then she starts walking around and kicking everybody's feet to get them up. I'm like, let's go find this guy.
No.
Who said
No?
No.
Okay, whatever. She says whatever and just walks away.
You guys go. I don't want to.
Fine, you stay here and make me some more pretzels.
Do I see everybody else going?
Rose, are you coming with us?
If I see everybody else going, then I will follow along behind everybody else.
That's called peer pressure.
Sure.
Rose gets up and she agrees with Tess. Let's go find that weird old man. Can't let him out here by himself. Not you, dirty little
No,
pretzel
I'm
man.
I'm coming. Don't worry.
Well, Tess kind of pauses as Xavier walks past, and she takes a really long hit of her vape and kind of blows the smoke in his face as he's walking past because she's already irritated.
Thanks, I could use to pick me up.
As the group wanders forward, Xavier, you're trailing behind. You hear a whisper come from the shadows. Fucking losers.
Yeah.
X, why do you put up these fucking losers?
I'm not putting up with anything. Who are you? Who's talking?
It's your coworker, Steven. You don't see him, but you hear his voice. He got you the job. He's your friend from before all this.
I don't know what I'm doing with him. I woke up here, right?
Why don't you leave them all? Why?
I be sleeping in strange places sometimes. What do you mean?
It's so much better outside. There's none of these fucking losers.
No, I think I'm gonna follow these losers. I don't want to be in this present place anyway. See it.
Okay, I got cool shit outside. I mean,
Like what? What could you possibly have outside?
cooler shit than hanging out with an old man who eats pretzels out of the trash. I'll tell you that.
I heard something about a gadget that makes grilled cheese. And I'm about that life.
Okay. Now the whole time you've talked to Steven, you don't see him. You just hear a voice from the dark. Would you be talking out loud at a normal volume, or would you have been talking quieter?
I think I would have been talking at a normal volume. I guess my normal volume is relatively quiet anyway.
I'm not sure that anyone would have necessarily noticed you. How far behind are you?
Not too far. I can still see them. They can see me.
I got a limp. I walk slow. I might have hurt him.
Would you like to have rolled to hurt him?
Why not? Luck is on my side. What could
Yeah,
possibly
Steven
go
sounds
wrong?
pretty fucking cool, honestly.
Oh no! This is bad. I got no sixes. I got 2 1s.
You had no 6s and 2 1s?
I dropped my pencil.
Do you want to burn an attribute? It's early, but you could.
I feel like now's the time. Remind me and the audience, how do we want to stack these again?
Oh, it's completely up to you what they're stacked, and they just have to stay in that stack once they are stacked.
Right. Well, that one's on top, so I'll burn this one.
What is it?
It's my break point.
Oh, okay.
Why not? I forget the rules.
No, you're good. It's just gonna make for an interesting time. What is your breaking point?
My break point is I have eaten animals I have caught to remain alive.
How do you use this to succeed?
He stays alive.
That's an excellent question. You see, I thought I saw a cat running that way, so I hung back further. And it got me closer to my boy talking to his disembodied friend.
Okay, roll those 2 1s. Let's see if we get a 6.
Well, that one's cocked as hell. But neither of them are a 6.
One of our metaphorical candles goes out as we go to 9 candles. We have no successes. We didn't do this before, but that's okay. We're going to do it now. We're going to speak truths. Before we resolve the failure, we always speak truths. We speak truths of the world. The world can be decided by anything we say. You can speak a truth about the world. You can speak a truth about yourself. You can speak a truth about the darkness. You can speak a truth about anything. And once it is said, it is set in stone. Be specific and be mindful. I will go first. As with always, the first truth, the world is dark. Gus, if you'll speak a truth.
As I may have mentioned earlier, I eat animals. I may have recently eaten several cats that had the name of a current party member on their collar.
Bruh.
Oh.
Too soon?
Tess, if you'll speak a truth.
Even though Tess acts like she hates everyone, she actually has a soft spot for the older gentlemen in the party because they remind her of her dad.
Abraham, you're not with us, but you can speak a truth.
Every day, Abraham continues to lose the names of people he cares about.
I love when people go dark with the truths. Xavier, would you speak a truth?
Xavier has never felt less alone.
And that goes to last Rose. Would you speak a truth?
Rose loves everybody and just wants nothing more than to help those around her to find whatever they need. She will cut a bitch. If need be. If they wrong her.
Love that.
You still have 3 more. It's back to me. You are not alone in them all. Gus, for our 8th truth.
I think back sometimes to the time in Nam and all my fellow soldiers. Sometimes I can still hear them, and sometimes I can still hear Charlie on our 6. It gets to me.
And Tess, our last truth.
There are kiosks in the center of the walkways, just like you normally would see in a mall, and people normally overlook these kiosks, like you normally would when you're at the mall. So there are goodies locked within these kiosks if one only looks.
That is all of our truths. The failure that happened was not a life or death one. You just did not hear Xavier talking to the darkness. You continue to the sharper image. We are back up to 9d6 now. We replenish our dice back up to 9. We have 9 candles. Continue to the sharper image. We see a shattered window, the sign the sharper image hanging from one cable. And you hear rustling in the back of the store.
I will call out, Abraham, are you in here?
Abraham, you don't hear her.
I don't think he's here. But I have a hankering for one of them neck massagers. I'm going in.
Tess follows close behind.
Abraham, you're in the back of the store in the darkest area. There's a door. Leads to back storage room or the manager's office. You're not quite sure. It's eerily quiet. But you hear your wife sobbing from behind the door.
Sheila, what's wrong? Is it the tumbler?
Abraham, it's so dark. It's so cold. I'm scared.
I just want to help you, sweetheart. Can you just come out of the room?
These damn eyes, I can't see. You hear a crash. She clearly knocked into something.
She's behind the door.
She's behind the door.
I'm just so... Sheila! And in his kind of confusion, he kind of falls forward into the door.
The door falls open. You are in a scattered room. It has been turned over. You see a cot to one side. Large cabinet files bolted shut with padlocks. But you don't see anyone. You walk in and you feel your foot slip from under you. You land on the ground. I need you to roll 9d6.
Alright, I got 2 6s and 2 1s.
So I'll take out those ones. You're going to describe your success, but I'm going to give you a piece of information before that. You have slipped in a pool of blood. Describe the success for the room.
So Abraham is laying on the floor, and he reaches down into the pool of blood. He doesn't know that it's blood at first. It's sticky, as blood tends to be. He brings it up to his face. And does he recognize that it's blood? Or is that just information you're giving me?
The second it gets close to your nose, you have that sickly iron smell of old spilled blood, that decaying blood smell as the blood loses the life that it was once giving. It has that sort of acrid iron.
So he starts to, he realizes that it's blood, and he immediately thinks that it's his own blood because he just fell. But quickly after that, the scent of his wife's perfume overtakes that smell of blood. And he just knows that somehow Sheila is here and that he needs to help her.
You don't see anyone in the room. You see a cot. You don't see half the blood, but I'll give you this also on your success, because you did succeed. There's a trail bleeding as if something has been hit and is dropping the blood. It seems to go to the cot, and it doesn't seem to trail off anywhere else.
Sheila, it seems like you've been hurt. Is this your blood?
Silence. Silence.
Abraham gets onto his hands and knees and crawls, following the trail to the cot.
It seems to stop at the cot, but the cot's not soiled in any way. There's no blood on the cot.
He gets up from his hands and knees, and he sits on the cot and tries to take stock of the room again, seeing if there's anything that he may have missed.
There's a desk with a chair at it. There's some tall cabinets with double steel doors with latches and padlocks over them. There's a desk. I mentioned that already, but the desk has drawers throughout. Unknown if they're unlocked. You haven't tried them yet. And there's a video screen on the wall above the desk, and it has sort of different windows of images, sort of like a security camera system. But it's on. There's no power in the building, but this is being powered by something.
Now, Joe would be freaking out and running away, but Abraham is going to go over to the desk, and he is looking for a remote of some kind to control, or some like a computer or some sort of thing that he can potentially use on this. And I guess also I should say he's looking at the screen and trying to decipher what he's seeing. So maybe that's the first thing.
Okay, so are you looking for the remote first to try to do it, or are you trying to look at this?
No, I think he's looking at the screen and trying to see if he can recognize what he's looking at.
The images change, sort of seem like it'll change on a 5-second loop. They show one image with about a 6-screen split, and then it jumps to another image with a 6-screen split. It seems to cycle through 3 different images before coming back to the same first one. So there's about 18 different camera angles it's showing you.
Are they images of the mall?
Different shops in the mall, and some images of the outside of the mall.
Is the sequence repeating?
Yes.
Does he see his cohort in any of the shots?
He sees... No, he wouldn't, because the shots are from not inside the sharper image. The shots are from outside, so they're already inside. So no, you wouldn't see them. But what you do see, and it sends a chill down your spine, is a group of about 20 people in the parking lot. And there is light in the parking lot. The camera can't show the source of the light, but something is brightly lit there.
Does he recognize these people? Is it sharp enough that he can...
It's not sharp enough.
He just knows that there's about 20 people there.
Mm-hmm. And that's your rough estimate based off a camera image. It looks like it could be 20, it might be 15, it might be 30, but it's somewhere roughly 20 people.
I think before he goes to the desk, he calls out for Sheila one more time.
No response.
So Abraham walks over to the desk and is looking for something that will connect to the TV.
I think we're down to 7d6.
I did not get a 6. I got three ones.
You can try to burn something to succeed, or you can take the failure.
I will burn my virtue, which was on top for me.
What is your virtue?
Which is, I have, since Abraham worked in the post office, he has a knack for finding lost items that he could, because of finding lost mail, essentially.
Let's roll the 3 ones.
Alright, I rerolled the 3 ones and did not get a 6.
Okay. Another metaphorical candle goes out. We are down to 8.
Oh no.
I will speak the first truth. The world is dark. Let's go to Rose first. Rose, would you like to speak a truth?
The darkness seems to call as we walk through it. It almost feels like it grabs my shoulder every time I go deeper into it, as if it's trying to pull me in.
Let's go to Xavier.
Deep down, Xavier really likes Gus.
It's hard not to.
Xavier doesn't like many people.
I have that effect on puzzle vendors.
Let's go to Tess.
The people that were shown on the television screen that are outside, they are not what they seem.
Abraham.
The people that are outside are very hungry.
Gus. As you.
I like hot dogs. And also, the darkness may speak out to people, but that isn't out of the ordinary for Gus since he's been hearing voices for a long time.
Gus, you begin to hallucinate one of your war buddies.
Which one?
Strongman Jack.
Is it Dallas?
Strongman Jack.
Oh, that one. I had a list, but that wasn't one of them.
And our last one, we'll go back to Rose.
Rose is very tired. She almost finds a comfort with the darkness. None that she's ever experienced before.
Abraham, as you open the drawer to the desk and you rifle through everything to try to find something to control the images or zoom in, you pull what would be the keyboard drawer, that long, narrow drawer that's usually in the center top of the desk. And you hear click as something arms, and you stop suddenly. There is some sort of tripwire in this desk that you have engaged, and you are frozen, holding it still. Let's go back to our group in the sharper image. Have we all entered, or is it just the few that mentioned they had entered?
I think I would have been.
Rose entered.
I'm still looking for that neck massager.
Rose, you hear a whisper coming from the back corner, but it's not a voice. Sound of cats.
I look. I'm sure I don't see anything, but I start to call to them. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come here. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Did anyone else just get hungry?
Ugh.
You feel a compulsion tugging you in the back corner. Not the corner by that door that Abraham went into, but back register. Sort of a tugging at your sleeve.
I follow, hoping that I find any cat, not half-eaten.
Is anyone going with her, or is there anyone observing her leaving on her own?
If I think there's cats about, I'll follow.
Gus is going, I'm going.
So the three of you walk over, which leaves the lonely and solitary Tess. Tess, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for Abraham. He is actually the main thing that I'm focusing on right now. I'm thinking really hard. I can't figure out where exactly he went, but I know he's in this store.
Would you follow them, or would you go searching for him specifically?
I would go searching for him specifically, because I don't think that he's where they're headed to.
Okay, you start wandering the aisles. You see various displays gone through, you see different items scattered. If you looked specifically for something, you might be able to find something useful, but this place has been picked over, just as like most of the mall has. But you see a doorway towards the back with a partially opened door.
And I think to myself, Yeah, this seems like something he might do. Alright, let me go in here after him. I take a hit of my vape and suck in that banana flavor, and it just really hits right, and I just charge through that door.
The phrase "charge through the door" is very important.
Mm-hmm.
As the door swings open, it is close enough to the desk that it catches Abraham in the back of the leg. Abraham has been carefully holding this drawer very still after he heard the click of an engaged trip. Felixis, would you roll 8d6? Or Tess, sorry.
I've got 2 6s and 1 1.
Okay. This is the part of the game where I get to start rolling. I don't have 8 dice. I have 2. Because you've lost 2 candles, I gain a dice every time you lose a candle. So I'm going to roll 2 die. And if I get 2 6s, you still succeed, but I get to decide how. Tell me how you succeed. You describe.
As I charge through the door, I notice that I hit him with the door. I also notice that he's kind of covered in blood, and I freak out, and I rush over to where he is, and I notice that he's holding something very still rather than moving and trying to get out of the way of the door, and I feel like that seems really funny, so I want to investigate that rather than try to do anything crazy.
Gus and Xavier, you hear screaming from across the store. Rose, you hear nothing but the meowing of your cats in your head and the pulling of you to the corner by the register. What's the reaction we have?
Gus hears screaming. He goes straight back to Nam, and he pulls out his gun, but there's no gun. He just has finger guns, and he's going to check out and see what's going on.
Xavier's gonna just roll his eyes and just follow.
Cover my 6, Xavier.
Sure.
Let's go. There's Charlie afoot.
My name's Abraham.
Not you.
Rose, you don't move. You see something in the shadow. It's almost like a tail flick, like one of your cats. You are oblivious to everything else happening. And I think, based off what Gus and Xavier just described, they're oblivious to the fact that you don't follow them as they head to the screaming.
I stop where I am. I don't want to scare what I believe to be the cat in the corner. I know that they are extremely frightful. So I kneel down, and I stick my hand out, and I just go, "Come here, kitty, 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 kitty." And I just sit there and try to call for the cat to come to me.
Do you reach your hand into the darkness?
I do.
You feel sharp pain in your hand. And as you pull your hand back, you see 3 scratch marks on your hand and fresh blood has been drawn.
I look at my hand and I kind of rub wherever the blood is coming from. Gosh, why? That hurt. But cat scratch. It's okay. I understand. They're probably just scared. So I stick my hand back out and I call again. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. It's okay. Come here.
Ruse, if you'll roll 7d6.
I have 1 6 and 2 1s.
Describe how you succeed.
I reach my hand back out into the darkness. This time, nothing cuts me. And I feel something soft, which I believe is fur, rub up against my hand, and I hear a little meow, thinking that I have found my cat, or a cat, at least.
It would have been so different if you said you found a cat. Instead, you found fur. You feel fur, what you believe is fur. It's soft, it's silky. The funny thing about fur is essentially hair, and hair comes in all sorts of textures and feelings. You feel a little lick on your hand, something moist, something... But it's not scratchy like the tongue of a cat. And you feel a hand take your hand.
As soon as I feel something lick my hand that is not a cat tongue, I scream. Ugh! What the fuck just licked me? And then the moment it takes my hand, I will try to pull away and give it a punch.
Don't scream, don't, so alone, don't, so alone.
Ugh, for good reason, you creep, but don't touch me.
I could be your cat. I could be such a good cat. Such a pretty cat.
How about no? Let's just not do that. It's okay.
Did you try to pull your hand away?
Absolutely.
I know we just did that, but we're gonna need those dice rolled again.
Okay. And I removed 2 because I got 2 1s, correct?
That is correct.
I got 2 1s and no 6s.
You can try to burn whatever card you have on top to reroll those ones. Otherwise, you'll take the failure.
I'm gonna reroll my 1s and burn my vice.
What is your vice?
I'm addicted to pills.
And how do you try to use that to succeed?
Your girl is strapped up on pills. I pull what I have out of my pocket, the bottles, and I start throwing them bitches right at this person's head or whatever in their general direction. I am throwing this big bottle of pills at them to try to stun them to release me.
Roll your ones and let's see what we get.
I got 2 4s.
Then this is not going to be a happy ending. Normally I would speak truths before resolving a failure, but we have 2 different scenes happening. We have the party is split even more than it was before. Rose, you pull your hand back and feel tugged in the opposite direction. You still can't see the source of the voice, but it tugs you with a strength hard enough to dislodge your shoulder. I feel your arm go limp. You no longer have control of your arm. It is dislocated at the shoulder. And that hurts. Are you high on pills right now?
Absolutely.
You don't feel it. You don't feel the pain. You feel the limpness, but you are luckily numb currently. I could be your cat. I could be your friend. I could be the only thing you need. So quiet.
My adrenaline is rushing. I feel my arm go limp. I know there's nothing more I can do with this hand, but I'm still trying to pull away. I do not want you to be my cat. You're weird. I don't want anything to do with you currently. So I'm still trying to pull away.
It's like an iron grip, pulling and tugging and not releasing. And now the question becomes, what would you do to get away?
I'm gonna search the ground to see if I can find anything sharp or anything heavy and blunt.
You find shards of glass from the shattered cabinet of the display for the register.
There's a sharper image.
The sharper image.
I will pick up one of those shards of glass and just start wailing on whatever is holding on to me, stabbing into it.
Let's speak truths. For 7 candles. In your wild, I'll go first. In your wild swings, you nick the vein in your wrist in the darkness and begin to slowly but effortlessly bleed out. You don't feel it, but it's happening. Gus?
Somewhere in this mall there is a sporting goods store that, if we can find it, has a section of hunting rifles and ammunition.
Abraham.
Although Rose doesn't recognize the voice of the creepy cat man, Gus would recognize it.
Xavier.
I have a floor plan of the mall. I know the ins and outs, and how to go around and everything. And such.
Tess.
People outside are starting to come inside the mall.
Rose.
Rose is not scared of death. She is scared of not knowing what comes next.
You begin to smell smoke coming from inside the building. Gus and Xavier find the door leading to Abraham and Tess. You go in, you see Tess holding onto Abraham, and Abraham holding the cabinet, the drawer open at just the right angle to not set off whatever it is.
I see Tess holding on to Abraham, and I'll just say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you two were having a moment. But did someone scream?"
Of course, look at his leg. Of course someone screamed.
What's wrong with your leg, boy?
Well, I can't move right now because I went into the sharper image and I thought I heard my wife's voice, and so I grabbed the multi-tool. You know the one that makes the grilled cheese. You heard of that one?
I've heard of that one.
Oh yeah, it's a great device, and honestly, I just grabbed it for the flashlight. I thought I'd bring it back for the grilled cheese on the count of the but anyways, so I opened this latch here, and I think it tripped something, and I'm too afraid to move.
A tripwire, you say? I saw in many a tripwire back in Nam. I'm sorry, son, you fucked.
I think I'm much older than you. I wasn't. I was in WW2.
Hot damn!
I thought your catchphrase was hot dog.
My apologies,
You didn't have
sir.
those back in WW2.
I step it up a notch when I find someone that's actually older than me.
I can't move. If I move, something bad's gonna happen. I just know it.
And Tess looks around.
There's only one way to find out. I'm gonna go back to the front of the shop image, and then you move. You know how it goes.
Gus, you hear the voice of Strongman Jack in your ear. This is just like Nam. It's just like Nam. Just remember, you stepped on that mine, and I deactivated it. You can do it.
I remember, Strongman. How'd you do it? Tell me.
Power's in you.
That's some Sunday morning cartoon bullshit. Tell me how you deactivated the mine.
Maybe it's like those Indiana Jones movies. You gotta counterbalance the weight.
Ah, yeah. But that didn't work out so good for Indiana, did it? Next thing you know, there'll be a giant-ass boulder rolling down the shopper image, ruin all the neck massages.
Are we
I won't
just
even get
standing
one.
by listening to this guy talk to himself?
Yes.
Absolutely you are, darling.
Honey, I believe this man is gone crazy.
I think he's been crazy.
Can't go crazy if you born crazy, son. Sir, sorry, you're older than me.
Starman Jack chimes in. Yeah, show some respect.
Sorry, strong man. I didn't realize there was anyone left back from WWE.
Well, Tess whips around and looks at Gus, and she says, "Shut the hell up, dude. Like, just do something already."
Let's see. I know. You're always vaping, aren't you? Maybe some of that vape smoke will discombobulate some of the inner workings of this.
Well, that's the dumbest thing I have ever
Doohickey in the
heard,
drawer.
but I'll try it. And Tess takes a really deep hit of the vape, fills her lungs up, and blows it around the room, hoping something's gonna happen. And Gus is, I don't know, maybe his craziness pays off at some point.
Oh, damn,
That's
girl.
the best flavor. What are you talking about?
I hate bananas.
Starman chimes in. You remember back in Nam, all we had for weeks was bananas. Stupid bananas everywhere.
I know I hate them damn bananas.
Charlie kept stealing all our stuff and just leaving bananas.
God damn it, Charlie. It's weird because Charlie was the nickname for the enemy, but there's also that one guy.
He was always pranking. He's leaving bananas everywhere.
He was always stealing the bananas.
You take
God
all the
damn it,
rations
Charlie.
and just leave behind bananas.
Yeah, that's why I stole his extra socks. That way he got that
Oh,
wet socks and feet got all.
the trench foot.
I forgot what the name of that was. Yeah, that's the one, the trench foot.
So you're trying to blow banana-flavored vape smoke to deactivate the
Yeah.
trap.
Yeah, this is happening.
Yeah, dude, don't say it. That makes perfect sense.
I see.
Don't say it like it's something weird.
We've
We've all been there.
No. I mean, listen. Sometimes you just gotta blow the banana-flavored vape smoke to
I
deactivate
mean, usually
the
I
trap.
use
You can-
fruit punch flavor, but
I hear traps also hate bananas.
Maybe they cancel out. It's like you're making the algebraic equation. When the axe cancels out the
It's like
axe,
the
the banana
trap,
smoke
what do
cancels
you-
out the trap, and it all makes sense.
See, it's like the trap you set when you put a banana peel on the floor and someone slips on it, and then a trap cancels out like a negative, and a
Exactly
negative
right.
make a positive or some sort.
It all makes so much sense if you just don't think
See?
about it.
I've never wanted a roll to
Sounded
fail
my
more
life.
than this one. Let's roll 76. If this succeeds,
Which one of
that's
us crazy
Alexis.
bastards
If
is
this
rolling?
succeeds, I don't know. Maybe we'll quit the podcast before we start.
We can only end on this high note. No, we can only
Well,
can't go
I
any.
get 2
away from
6s
here.
and no 1s.
Okay.
Wow.
The
I'm telling
power
you,
of
it's the best
banana
flavor.
Compels thee.
Rowan speaking. No. Alright.
This is coming from somebody who does not vape, by the way.
Oh,
I do not vape.
artificial banana anything. is the ones.
Agreed.
Well, I will say, luckily, I rolled 3d6 and got 3 6s. So I get to
Wow.
decide how we succeed. And the only appropriate success
Hot
that I
damn.
can possibly see is that nothing happens. No bad things happen, but also nothing good happens.
except we
I was
we
sure
all
that
get
was
to
gonna
enjoy
work.
the lovely banana scent, and that's really success. In this economy, that's really all you can count on.
Well, this room stinks. I'm leaving now. Good luck, sir.
Don't leave me here. I need help. I don't know what to do, and it smells like bananas.
I know I was with you up until
just
bananas, but now I
imagining
can't
this
deal
old-
with it.
Well, he's gotta be 90-something-year-old man. It smells like bananas and I'm stuck.
I don't know what to do.
All right, fine. My master plan didn't work. I'll go to plan B, and I'll check out this tripwire and see if there's any kind of weight I can counterbalance to safe it off to where we can safely exit.
Well, unfortunately, That is going to be another roll.
I assumed so.
How many ones did you roll, Alexis?
0.
How many D6 are we at?
7.
7. I need to get 2 more. Where'd my other ones go? Alright. If this fails, I'm blaming this banana stank. I rolled 2 6s and a single 1.
I only rolled 1 6 that time.
Hot dog!
How do you succeed?
With my expertise at disarming such traps, I carefully get up all up in his space, looking up in this drawer, and I see the inner workings, and I notice a carefully weighted mechanism that, if properly weighted up, counterweighted on the opposite side, will render it useless.
You are able to successfully dislodge the trap. As the shotgun that was mounted behind and above the door is disengaged.
Hot dog. Can't believe we didn't notice this
It was
shotgun
behind
as we
and
walked
above
into the room.
So you didn't. I mean, unless we were like, you're not gonna see it.
I'm always at risks, boy.
Abraham is no longer constructed to hold this drawer. You all are free to walk about.
May I carefully dislodge this shotgun
That
from
will
above the
be
door?
another roll.
Well, I did it once. What could possibly go wrong? I got 1 6 and 1 1.
So we're down to 5d6 now.
It would have seemed PSO.
Yeah, 1 6. I got no 6s. You can narrate how you take the shotgun.
I carefully dislodged the tripwire from around the trigger, and it seems to be crudely held up with bubblegum after that. So it's easy enough to take it off the wall, and I have successfully upgraded from my finger gun to an actual shotgun. What could go wrong?
Well, I think it's really great that you have that, son, because if you look up at that screen over there, there's some bad-looking hombres out there that are coming in, and but between the banana and all the scent of fear, I think I also smell some smoke.
Maybe if we blow the banana smoke at them, they'll get disgusted like we are and leave.
A perfect strategy. None has ever been formed that could be more perfect than that.
What could go wrong? Let's go, girly. Start up vaping.
Xavier, you hear a voice coming from the back of the room again, from the darkness. The same voice as Steven as you heard before. They're just so fucking stupid. They're just doing stupid shit. What are you doing here?
He's so cool.
I hear this in the back of the room.
Yep.
I'll walk towards the back of the room and start looking around.
This is... I think this is when you notice the blood all over the floor leading to the cot.
The cot?
Mm-hmm.
Where did the blood come from again?
We don't know.
Was it from Abraham? We don't know where the blood came from.
Blood was here when Abraham got here.
Yeah, I'll just examine this cot, see what's around that.
Describe exactly what you want to do in this one.
I think I'm really just looking for Steven. I think I'm going to ignore the blood. I'm looking for Steven. I hear Steven. I'm looking for Steven. Just looking around, looking behind whatever I need to. Under anything that he could be hiding behind. Where's Steven?
Under the cot, you see the corner of what could be a sort of storm door leading into the ground.
I would like to try and reach for it and open it.
Do you move the cot out of the way, or do you reach your hand under the cot?
I'll move the cot out of the way.
Okay. There are a set of storm cellar drawers that you would see leading down into something underneath, but you're not sure what. They're not locked.
I'll open them. That's not locked.
Are you doing this blatantly, or are you doing this sort of quietly so that no one notices you doing this?
I don't mind if I'm seen doing this. Out me open.
The doors swing open and it's pitch black down there. You hear Steven's voice. Ditch these motherfuckers. Come on. I got weed and I got my fucking tunes. I got snacks. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Abraham jumps in the hatch. I'm just kidding. That sounds dope as hell.
You hear the voice whispering again. You don't let that crazy guy just have a fucking gun? You should have the gun.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna I'm gonna walk up to Gus and I just want to
Don't you do it, boy.
nonchalantly stand next to him for a minute, and then just try and take the gun.
Gus, you feel his hands go on the gun. What do you do as an immediate response? Snap judgment.
Snap judgment. I go back to my war days. Someone's taking my gun.
So this
I'm
is
putting
going to be a
him
homebrew roll
down.
that I created for 10 candles. It's going to be a contested roll. You each have something that you want to happen.
Uh-oh.
This is not rules as written, but it's my best judgment to sort of figure out what happens in these circumstances. We're down to, I believe, 5d6. So you're each going to roll 5d6, and whoever has the most sixes will be succeeding.
This is unfortunate. Oh, damn. Damn you, digital dice.
They didn't have that back in Nam.
That's 3 6.
That pales in comparison to my none.
Did either of you get any ones?
No ones.
Neither of you?
Nope.
Wow.
No. 3
Very
sixes,
middle of the
a 4 and a
road.
5, I think.
Describe how you succeed, Xavier.
I'm going to very, not very carefully, just snatch the gun out of his hand. And just say, "This is mine now. Thank you. I appreciate it very much."
Damn it, Pizza Boy, you give my gun back. And I'm back to the finger guns, pointing them right at him. This thing's loaded, don't make me use it.
I think I would head back over to the storm drain, or the storm cellar, where Steven is.
We're going to jump over to Rose, who you all have conveniently forgotten about in this moment. Rose, you feel tingling down your arm. You're numb to the pain, but you're feeling getting weaker, and your arm is not being released by whatever is pulling you. What do you want to do?
Okay.
You will stay. You will stay so alone. So alone in the dark. Haven't. Need. Stay. We could be friends. We could be friends.
Clearly, I'm not getting away. So, I would like to try and converse with said thing that has licked my hand and see if we can come to an understanding. I'm high as a motherfucker anyway, so
And you're bleeding out.
it's either this or I chop off my hand. Yeah, like I'm about to chop off my hand. It's my final decision here. So I'm gonna try to talk this out.
Okay, what do you say?
We can be friends. We can be friends. If you will let go of me, I'll stay right where I am.
No, they leave.
You just need to let go.
They leave. I can't let go. They leave. You will stay. With me. Forever.
Can I offer any sort of peace offering to prove to you that I will not leave? I will sit here with you and we can talk. You can have some of my Xanax.
Give me one of them.
One of who?
The others.
They have left. How can I give you one of them? They have left both of us. We just have each other.
And you will stay forever.
I will. Just let go of my arm.
Forever and ever and ever. And you feel tugged deeper into the darkness.
Am I currently by, like, the register that I can grab onto to stop being tugged?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna grab the register that is close to me and kind of hold on to it with my one good arm. Before he takes that too, allegedly. And I'm gonna hold on to that, and I'm gonna try to kick at whatever is tugging me to see if I can get it to let me go.
We are down to 5d6, I believe.
Yeah. I got 2 6s, no 1s.
No 6s. Tell me how you succeed.
As I am holding on to this countertop that's attached to the register, I am tugging myself back out of the darkness, and as I kick, the weird golem creature that is holding on to me, I hear a hiss, and it loosens its grip on my arm that I can slowly start to slide it out of their grip.
You begin to retract your arm, and it becomes a lot faster than you realized it would be. And that's when you start to realize how much blood you're losing. Your hand slips through whatever's in the darkness, and the blood sort of lubricates that action. With the amount of force you're pulling backwards, you fall backwards quickly. And with the amount of blood you've lost, your reaction time is not as quick. So I know we just rolled, but I need immediately another roll. As you swing backwards towards the broken glass cabinet.
We're still doing the 5?
Mm-hmm. You didn't roll any once.
2 6s, no 1s.
No 6s. Tell me how you succeed.
I have escaped his grasp, and as I tug myself back, I see the blood on my arm. And I'm gonna hold off on that for just a moment, and I'm gonna put my back to the counter so that whatever is on the other side cannot see me, and I feel that I am hidden. And I'm gonna start to look for a way to tourniquet my arm to stop the bleeding.
Do you take any more pills?
I'll take a Xanax, just one. I'm already freaking out.
The pill slides down your throat, and you feel that placebo effect, knowing that the relief is going to come. Something will calm you down, and you drift deeper into numbness. You look for something to tourniquet your arm. You notice that you're the only one left in the storefront. You don't see anyone else.
I don't see anybody. I am very aware that I am alone currently. So I am going to rip my shirt and start to tie it around my arm as tight as I can to create a makeshift tourniquet. And I will grab a pen or any sort of pencil that's around me to help secure that twist of a makeshift tourniquet.
You pull tightly enough to stop the bleeding. But you've been bleeding for a little bit now. And blood doesn't go slowly out of a vein. You are dizzy. And not clear-headed. And you begin to hear forever, forever. Forever.
As I listen to the laughter behind me, I go, oh, fuck you. And I know that if I try to stand, I will fall. So I just slowly start to crawl and scooch myself along the floor. And I'm going to try to go to the front of the store. I don't know where everybody has gone, so I will try to exit and see if everybody is back at the front.
You crawl over overturned displays, broken glass, debris, scatterings of items from the sharper image, a pen that can write underwater, a camera that can also be a compass, knickknacks, gizmos, gadgets, things that were deemed not worth taking. And as you get to the entrance of the sharper image, back into the main corridor of the mall, you hear sounds. You hear people. You hear talking, shouting, coming from the main entrance where the outside of the parking lot is. And you smell smoke.
Okay. I am not going to call out to anyone. I'm going to stay quiet as I can, given my situation. And I'm going to try to stand and look amongst the things that I have obviously crawled over and see if I can find that cool grilled cheese flashlight tool that everybody was talking about. Or see if I can find something to light my way. And if that is the camera that I can click and use as a flash, I will take that.
Does the camera have battery? That's the question.
God, I hope so.
I know I've asked many rolls of you, but we're going to have another one. We're still at 5d6. That's not bad.
I got no 6s and 1-1.
You can try to burn the 1 and burn whatever attributes on top, or you can take the failure.
I will take the failure.
Then we will speak truths. As you crawl out of the entranceway of the sharper image, you knock over a display, causing a clattering sound to the ground, and the voices in the distance go silent before shouts pick up and you hear feet moving. Abraham.
The storm cellar door that Xavier found leads to an underground network of tunnels that can get you to multiple spots in the mall.
Xavier.
There is somehow light in the tunnel.
Rose.
Rose knows that she is gonna die.
Tess.
The people from outside are now fully inside the mall, and they are progressing towards our location.
Gus.
The shotgun that Xavier stole from me is loaded with nothing but blanks.
Running. Faster. People moving. You see them coming towards you. Do you do anything to try to hide at all, or are you just going to take whatever comes?
I'm gonna try to conceal myself into the shadows, but that is all.
So quick, but we're already up to another roll. That's 66.
We're back up to 6?
Back up to 6. We were at 7. This is 6th candle.
Gotcha.
It goes quicker from here on out because less dice.
I have 3 6s and 1-1.
So we're down to 5d6. If I get 3 or 4 6s, I will have control. Oh, let's see. Only 1 6. How do you succeed?
I successfully hide myself within the shadows, and as this group of people, as they run past, they can see the mess, but they don't see anything that stands out to them, and they continue down the hallway, looking for where the sound came from.
You are still losing blood much slower, but tying a tourniquet on yourself is not easy. You're fading. You can feel the Xanax start to kick in, and you feel relief, and you feel calm. And then you hear a whisper directly in your ear from over your shoulder. You're not going anywhere.
I don't say or anything. I don't do anything. Those who were with me as part of my group has left. I don't think they're going to be coming back. They have moved on. I care about them. I care about the teenager that we have. I care about the weird old man, even though he eats cats. Like, that's fucking weird, but it is who he is. So I just sit there in the darkness and I close my eyes. I know what is coming, and it's okay.
You're not found, and you're not taken, but you fade, and you feel relief, you feel calm. And suddenly you feel a small weight in your lap, and paws patting on your legs and making biscuits in your flesh of your thigh. And there's just your two little kittens. And you smile. And you continue to bleed and drift into the ether of the Xanax affecting you. This might be your last roll of the game.
Okay.
Can you find the fortitude to keep going?
No sixes, no ones.
No chance for success. No chance for redemption.
None.
As you fade away, your soul leaves. You feel happy. In your last moments, your kittens were there. You have warmth in your body. And it's not like you expected it to end any differently. Rose, what were your last words?
I knew I wouldn't survive long in an apocalypse.
One has fallen. We move to 5 candles. While Rose is no longer with us, she still has the privilege of speaking truths, and therefore she still shapes the world we live in. As you fade, Rose, and fall to the ground, dead, you knock over more of the display that you hit the first time. And my truth is those that ran by turn around, coming back to the sharper image. Rose, what is your truth?
Those that come back to the sharper image come back and find a dead body, but cannot see or hear anyone else.
Tess, what is your truth?
Can I ask a question before I tell my truth?
You can.
So the TV screen that was flashing all of the photos, what were they all photos of? Just outside of the building?
There are some of the corridors as well. It's security cameras, so store entrances.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hallways.
Okay.
Out.
So
Exterior.
then my truth is that one of the last things I saw on the TV screen was my dad was amongst the crowd of folks that were entering the mall.
Gus.
Before we dive into this storm door to the underground labyrinth I presume we're going to, I do find a neck massager.
We're at 5 candles. Things are going to get fast very quickly. Things are going to progress very suddenly. I have 5 dice that I can wrest control from you. You have 5 dice to try to survive. We have lost 1 party member. And we have an entrance to the underground tunnels. Who's going first?
What happened to that other nice young lady? I just remembered her. Was her name Daisy? Petunia?
I thought it was Begonia. You gone and stole my joke.
Well, we come from a similar era there, son.
That makes sense, sir. I don't know. I think she went to go look for some snacks. I mean, cats.
Oh my god.
Just so you know, like, if this does ever get heard by anybody else, there's going to be an uproar because you know how people feel about their cats.
Yeah.
There's going to be like...
Yeah. People will not like this.
They will hate you forever.
I had no part in this.
Yeah.
Cancelled.
I'm just excited to see all the memes. Just
Right?
people, just Eric eats cats, memes Gus eating cats in the dark, cat sandwiches. So who is going first?
Let's go there, pretzel boy. You took my gun. You go.
I will point the gun at him and then point towards the thing. You first, obviously. Go.
Wow, I thought all we had was special. All right, I'll go.
Can't boss around the guy with the gun.
Fine, I'll go, and I'll take out my finger gun.
Gus, as you start descending into the darkness, you hear voices in your head.
It's another day in paradise.
Take the gun, take the gun, take the gun, take the gun. Take the gun.
I got the gun. It's right here.
He did not.
For those listening, Eric is pointing finger guns at all of us, and I feel threatened.
This thing is loaded.
You descend into the darkness, the whispers going through your head. Why should you listen to him? Did he serve? Did he fight for his country? He made pretzels.
He served the pretzels.
He served pretzels!
They still tasted good. I don't care. I'll have a conversation with these voices all day. This is just another day in the life of Gus.
You descend into darkness. It is damp, and every step echoes. You hear shouts coming from out of the rooms in the distance. It sounds far away.
I'm gonna call back to whoever is guarding our six and say, close them doors behind us. Don't let the Charlie in. As we dive into this foxhole.
And it gets colder. That sort of sense of going underground, being enclosed on all sides. It feels cramped. It feels tight. It's pitch black, but you know that there is earth above you, below you, next to you, in front of you, behind you. And you start to have flashbacks of when you were a prisoner of war.
I didn't want to talk about that.
Tight rooms. Tortured for days. I'm gonna need... I know that you hear voices, but we are talking more along the lines of losing any sense of sanity left. 5d6.
Not 2 6s, and not a 1 in sight.
I also got 2 6s.
It seems we are in an impasse. Ah, well, hot dog.
You don't lose sanity. You don't turn on your friends. Yet. But you begin to have the idea that everyone should listen to you.
I was the lieutenant. I outrank all these greenhorns. I want that shotgun back. Pretzel boy took it from me.
You all descend the stairway into the darkness. First, that lands in level terrain is Gus. It's dark, but Abraham has a flashlight. There are 3 pathways you can take. Straight ahead, to the left, or to the right.
Abraham, make me a grilled cheese while I think about which way we should go.
Son, I don't know how to make grilled cheese. That was gonna be my truth from last round, but I gotta come clean with you. I never had one, but I like the idea of it.
Oh.
I have never been more disappointed in my life. And I've had a very sad life.
Xavier,
God.
you worked in this mall. Do you have any idea which way we should go?
I mean, I have this map. Map tells me where we need to go, right? Got a path. It's got.
What took you so long to say so, Pretzel Boy?
You've had a map this whole time?
This whole time. Yeah, well, no one asked.
You know what? That's fair.
That's fair.
I did not ask.
Well, I did. So which way are we supposed to go?
Left. That's what the map says.
That's what I was going to say, Lee.
Who's leading?
I think I was. I was told by Pretzel Boy with a shotgun to go, so I went.
You begin to walk down the hallway. Stone with concrete floor. Condensation drips, as is known to do underground. You notice on the ground there's sort of a groove built in, sort of a drain path in case of flooding or anything like that. A lot of northern buildings have these kind of drain paths built into basements because they're known to get dense groundwater or overflow from snow and ice. The water has to drain somewhere. You follow this pathway of this vent, this sort of drain path. You feel air moving more freely as you move down. And you come to a ladder. Steel rung, leading straight up.
Shall we go up and out?
Where do you think this led to, Xavier?
We can hope that it does that. Let's make it a roll, Xavier. If you'll go be so kind.
I did get a 6, but I got 2 1s.
A 6 and 2 1s. 2 6s. You climb the ladder. It does not lead into the gun store. It leads out beyond the parking lot onto the street. And it is a sort of storm drain cover that leads up. And you are outside the perimeter of the parking lot, outside the mall, in the open air.
It seems I'm wrong.
There's a noticeable lack
There
of guns
is a
out here.
noticeable
Let me see.
lack of guns, yeah.
Boy, you're holding that map
You know what?
upside
Here, you take the
down.
map.
I don't have my spectacles on. But if you hold it the right way up, it might read right.
You all begin to hear movement in the passageway that you just came from. Footsteps approaching. Shouts in the distance. Can't really make out what they're saying, but it sounds like a large group moving through.
When we came out of the tunnel, was there some kind of grate we had to open?
Yes.
Is there some way to
Reclose.
and barricade said grate?
Anything is possible if you roll enough 6s.
Well, I have 3 die, so I don't think anyone could go wrong. Am I rolling it?
3 6s. Or 3
Let's
dice.
go.
You got this.
2 of them are 6s, and none of them are a 1.
No 6s. How do you succeed?
I slam the grate down, and I notice off to the side there's some rebar, which I jam through the latch that would normally accept a master lock, thus rendering it useless to be opened.
The grate slams down and is secured. But You are now permanently locked outside. You are outside the property, outside the parking lot line. There are streets. There is woods on either side of the road. Where do you go?
I used to deliver mail along this road. It's not too far from my house. Let's walk there. 86 Pine Grove Avenue.
Roughly about how far are we talking?
It's about a mile.
You begin walking in the darkness. There is a distinct lack of wildlife sounds. No insects, no rustling in the dark. Nothing. No sounds of anything. No sounds of traffic. Leading to your house, would it keep to the road or would you go to the woods?
Well, we could take the road. It's gonna take a little longer, but I know a shortcut through the woods if you want to take that way.
Woods is fine with me.
Lead on.
Abraham, you mentioned as a truth earlier that your memory was starting to go.
Oh no.
You lead them into the woods, into the dark, into the shadows, and you begin to hear the voice of your wife. Abraham, are you coming home?
Sheila, how the hell did you get out of the Sharper image? That just can't be possible.
Huh?
Did you use the multi-tool?
Who are all these strangers with you?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. One of them likes to eat cats. Another one's obsessed with bananas, and another one seems to have a friend who seems cool as fuck. I believe there was a flower, too.
So none of you are hearing who he's talking to. You just hear him talking to the dark.
I do believe this man is crazier than I am.
Hey Abraham, who are you talking to?
What, you can't hear it?
No.
That's my wife. That's the most beautiful woman in the world. That's my wife, Sheila.
I don't think she's here, buddy.
Abraham, what are they saying about me? Don't listen to them. Don't listen.
Honey, I'm a little confused as to how to get back home through these woods. Can you help me?
I can help you. Just follow my voice.
Thanks, baby. I'll follow you anyway.
Abraham, I'm going to need a roll. I think we're down to 3d6.
2 6s and a 1.
No 6s. Abraham, what do you think happens?
He's walking through the woods and he gets to a fork. And he remembers that going left led to the post office where he worked. It's kind of like not so overgrown because he's walked through it tons of times. And to the right leads to his backyard. So he walks. He hears his wife's voice, and it helps trigger that memory where he takes the right path, and they end up at his 6-foot wooden fence, which is surrounding his backyard.
As you enter the property, it's very clearly abandoned. It looks very clear as it's been abandoned for a while. But Abraham, you still hear Sheila's voice. Oh, honey, you're home.
Sheila, where are you?
I'm inside, baby.
So I turn to the group and I say, I think we should head inside. It'll be safer there.
Are you sure? I mean, it kind of seems like you're talking to a ghost.
I talk to ghosts all the time. It's never led me wrong. Let's go.
Honey, you can't hear that? You can't hear your grandmother's voice? I think Abraham notices that everybody's uncomfortable at that statement, and he decides to push through and go in to the house, regardless of if anybody's following him or not.
You go inside, and it's dark. And you hear from deep in the kitchen, honey, don't let those strangers in here. I don't trust them. Don't let those strangers in here.
But they've helped me so far. And one of them is our granddaughter.
They're trying to take what we have. They're trying to steal what we have.
But they've been helping us. We should help them.
Silence. Do you all go inside or do you wait outside?
Tess goes inside because she doesn't like the idea of this older gentleman, delusional or not, walking into this house following around some ghost.
I'll follow as well.
Abraham, I need another roll. This is down to 2d6.
A 3 and a 1.
Burn attribute, or do you want to take the failure?
I'm gonna burn my next attribute, which is Brink. And mine is that I have mistaken Tess for my granddaughter. And have been talking to her as if she was my granddaughter.
No.
So roll 1-1.
1-1. Alright, let me get rid of this one. That's a 6.
That is 2 6s. You are sure that Tess is your granddaughter. You are also sure that the other two mean her harm.
I say, honey, quick, get inside. Your grandmother's in here. She'll keep you protected. I'm gonna bar this door.
Do you physically pull her inside at all?
I think he goes towards the door to try to pull her in and shut the door.
Well, Tess protests a little bit because obviously she thinks he's delusional at this point, and she knows that the other party members aren't really out to get her or anything. So she's like, I don't think the situation is what you think it is. I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not your granddaughter. I think we just need to take a step back and just calm down for a second.
Honey,
And she
no,
gets the vape.
no, you know I've warned you about the dangers of vaping, especially banana flavor. It's the most
Especially.
addictive of vapes. Get in, honey, get in here. You're the one who's delusional. And then he tries to pull her in and shut the door.
Dang.
Are you resisting?
Yes, I fight back. Well, I don't fight back because he's old and fragile, so she just tries to yank herself back out of his grasp.
That'll be contested roll. Each of you have 1d6 to roll.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
I got a 4.
You do get out of his grasp, but it causes him to rock backwards and fall backwards, slamming his head on the corner of the stairwell leading to the upstairs.
Oh no.
He's bleeding from a large crack in his skull. 4 candles.
I rush in and I scream, "Oh no!" And I kneel down and I try to cup his head, and almost like I'm trying to put the blood back in his body, and starting to sob and just, I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're going to speak truths before we do any of that. So let's go. If you want to go first, Tess, you have a truth.
My truth is that I actually live right across the street.
Let's hear from our ghost in the room. Rose, what is your truth?
The people who were once inside the mall are now outside trying to track you through the forest. They are not far behind.
And we'll go for Abraham for our last truth.
Sheila's body is in the house.
Not Sheila's body.
Oh no.
You are trying to save him. You are doing everything you can. You know that you have a medical kit in your house across the street.
I don't think that Tess would think about the medical kit in this moment. I think she would be so erratic and kind of not understanding what's going on, and so sad and overwhelmed that she just keeps trying to scoop the blood and maybe just hold the back of his head, and she's wailing and crying and doesn't really understand what's happening.
Gus and Xavier are still outside. You hear a commotion inside, but you begin to hear shouts coming through the woods. You see some sort of light coming in the distance.
I don't know about you, but I'm trying to get in this house.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we go inside.
You go inside. Abraham, you hear Sheila's voice. Oh no, what has this young lady done to you? What has she done to you?
Honey, I've got a splitting headache, but it's our granddaughter.
Granddaughter? Abraham, I don't know what's going on in that head of yours.
Well, I did just fall down and hit it pretty dang hard.
Gus and Xavier, as you walk in, is there anything you're doing, or are you just observing the scene? And
Just walked in, kind of see what's going on, kind of shocked. And did you just kill your grandfather?
That's not her grandfather.
I don't know. He said it was a granddaughter.
What happened? What did we miss? How did he end up on the floor?
He was losing his mind and calling me his granddaughter, and he kept trying to tell me that you guys were after me, and he tried to pull me in the house, and I tried to pull myself away from him, and he accidentally fell and hit his head on the ground. And I don't know what to do.
blood keeps pouring out of his head faster and faster. There is no compress on the wound right now. We're just sort of scooping blood with her hands. Nothing has been said to try to solve the wound, so Abraham, I'm going to need 4d6 rolled.
2 1s and no 6s.
You want to burn an attribute?
Sure.
What's on
So
top?
my next one is Vice, which is when I am scared or worried, I go into a horrible stutter and then go mute. I think he's starting to babble and just say random things, and it's kind of giving him a second wind of sorts, to maybe try and say that there's a first aid kit in the kitchen. But unfortunately, I re-rolled the 2 1s and got 2 4s.
That's a failure. Abraham, I'll let you speak the first truth.
The people following have located the house, and it's surrounded.
Xavier?
The med kit that we would be looking for is not there.
Rose?
There are very old-timey but working weapons from within the house that are from our WW2 cellar.
Shouts start coming from outside the house, close now. Come out! Come out of there! Get out of there! Show yourselves. Start hearing banging on the door.
What do we do?
Can I look around and see if there's anything more potent than my finger pistol?
Nothing. Nothing is more potent than your finger pistol.
Few words have never been said, darling.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah, how many are we at now?
3, I think.
3.
3. No 6s, no 1s.
2 truth. Gus, I'll let you speak the first truth.
The angry mob outside is far more heavily armed than we are.
Tess, you have the second.
The second truth is that my vape just ran out.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no!
Did we lose?
That's game. It's
That's
gotta
the
be.
game.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
When she runs
Bye,
out of
guys.
vape juice, that's game.
We
I'm
can all
about to
breathe
rage,
easy
though, just so you know.
That was going to solve the mob puzzle. It didn't solve the bomb, but it would have solved dispersing the
If we
mob.
would have just blown smoke in their faces.
Damn it.
Sorry, guys.
You begin to hear glass break, and Molotov cocktails are thrown through the windows, starting to ignite the house. It begins to burn. There is no exit. There is only fire. But it hasn't reached the back window yet. We have 2d6. Who wants to roll?
I'll roll. How many? 2?
2.
Oh, well, I rolled a 1 and a 3.
You can try to burn the 1.
I'll burn it. So, can I get rid of my vice, which is hitting my vape every 5 seconds?
Sure.
Sweet. And so I roll again.
You roll 1 die. 1. Try to get a 6.
Here we go. It is a 1. That's very exciting.
Wow.
Last
Yeah.
truth of the game is mine. The world is dark. At first, there is no pain. There's only shock. The body knows something is wrong before the mind catches up. There's a blast of heat, so sudden and total. It steals the breath from your lungs. The skin tightens in an instant, shrinking as if recoiling, but it cannot pull away. Clothing becomes a cage, catching fire, melting into flesh and fusing with it. It doesn't build, it erupts. A symphony of agony played on every nerve, every inch of exposed skin screaming at once. It's not like touching a stove. It's not even like the fire that it is. It is an invasion, an all-consuming force tearing through the barrier of your body like it has a purpose. You try to move. You try to scream, but your lungs fill with superheated air and smoke, cooking them from the inside. Your throat seals shut in seconds. The scream dies within you, strangled by blistered windpipes and soot. Your vision swims. Everything pulses red and black and flickers like an overexposed reel of film. You lose your sense of self as nerves die. Synapses fail, but your brain holds on, unwilling to let go, desperate to survive. You each may roll 1d6 in this moment.
Including Abraham?
I got a
Including
6.
Abraham.
I got a 1.
I also got a 1.
Gus?
I got a 4.
Unfortunately for Tess, Gus and Abraham and Xavier go quick. Tess, you hold on. The door bursts open. Cool air rushes in. You are in excruciating pain, but you are alive. In the final seconds of your vision, something strange happens. The pain recedes, not from mercy, but from failure. Nerves burn out, the skin is gone. You are no longer in your body, just watching it, trapped in a collapsing shell. The last flickers of consciousness echoing with a single thought. Is this it? Is this how it ends? And the last thing you see before you pass out is the body of the would-be and soon-to-be captor standing over you. The world is dark. Gus, what were your last words?
Hello, my name is Gus, and I am an alcoholic. I served my country back in Nam, but when I came home, Uncle Sam forgot about me. I lived my life. I made my choices. But if the sun ever does come back, just remember that the bum that you may come across against the road may just have served his country. He fought for you, and maybe he just needs someone to fight for him. Thank you, and good night.
Abraham, what were your last words?
Why was I the last one to go? What were their names?
Xavier?
Fucking fine.
Last, Tess. Holding on for dear life.
This world fucking sucks, dude. 0 out of 5 stars, do not recommend. I should have enjoyed all the vape flavors instead of just banana. Maybe then I could have found happiness.
This has been 10 Candles. Our wonderful players. The world may roll low, but together we make the saving throw. Saving throw society. Thank you for listening to Saving Throw Society as we presented The Mall, a game in the world of 10 Candles. If you enjoyed 10 Candles, make sure to check out other TTRPGs by Cavalry Games. Our cast for this game included Joe Gailey as Abraham, Katrina Kenny as Rose, Rowan Moss as Xavier, Eric Trulick as Gus, and Alexis as Tess. My name is Samson Flansbaum, and I played the world and everything else inside of it. If you heard this, you're most likely already subscribed to our Patreon, but on the off chance that you aren't, feel free to join the society for more bonus content like this.